Morning everyone. Today I'm not at the Rectory, I'm just at home doing some admin, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about some of the costs. Quite a lot of people have described this Rectory as a money pit, and they're not wrong. So I thought today I'd just go through all the money we've spent. We're actually fast approaching £1 million now on this renovation, so I just thought it would be interesting to go through and itemise things and see what we've spent the money on. I'll start with the biggest and most obvious cost, and that's buying the house. This house cost us £720,000, and that cost includes the house itself at auction, plus registration fees, solicitors' fees, and taxes. The next biggest cost was the windows. We had all the windows in this house replaced. That includes 15 of these sash windows, 3 large bay windows, including doors, and also 4 casement windows in the dormers in the attic. And all in all, that cost us £54,000. Next on the list is the electrics. We had the house fully rewired, so we have new cabling throughout, we have new distribution boards, plus new accessories, so all the sockets, light switches, light fittings, wall lights, everything has been replaced. And that cost also includes testing and certification of all the electrics, and that was £33,000. Along with the electrics, we've also had a full set of new plumbing. So we've had new pipe installed throughout the house, as well as a new pressurized hot water storage system and refurbishment of the old oil-fired boilers that were there. There are a few things we haven't had done on the plumbing yet, so we haven't had any of the bathrooms plumbed in, and we also haven't bought the radiators yet. But for what we've had done so far, that's been £31,000. One large and unexpected cost was the asbestos removal. So when we started pulling walls down in the house, these were the internal walls that divided the flats, we found that a lot of those contained asbestos. So we had to get somebody in to professionally remove those walls, remove all the asbestos, and have the whole house tested to make sure there are no traces. And that cost us £25,000. We began this project as a DIY project, but it quickly became clear that we'd need help with all sorts of things. So the next item on the list is a general builder. We've spent £18,000 so far, and he has helped us with all sorts of things. Brickwork, woodwork, flooring, tiling, all sorts of general repairs, and just lots of advice along the way. The next item is a bit of a vague one. It's just entitled Tools and Supplies. And all I've done here is I've added up all the money we've spent at the builder's merchant. So this covers everything from big items like timber and plasterboard, all the way down to the smallest stuff like screws and saw blades. And that in total comes in at £17,000. I was actually a little bit intimidated going into a builder's merchant for the first time, not really knowing what to expect there. But it turns out they're actually really helpful and friendly, and they have basically everything you'd need for a project like this. And in the end, I've really enjoyed shopping there. The next thing we've had to spend money on were the fireplaces. We've had these 2 new log burners installed, along with their hearths. One of them has this lovely stone surround on it, and then we've had the chimneys cleared, we've had them lined, and new chimney pots put on top to keep the birds out. All in all, that's cost £15,000. Before we could even get started on any work, we had to draw up some plans in order to get approvals. That meant we had to hire somebody to take very detailed measurements of the house, and we had to get those drawn up. We then had to get a structural engineer to do some calculations, and finally an architect took all of that information and drew up formal plans with everything that we were going to do and detailed technical information about how we're going to do it. All in all, that cost £8,100. Going back now to practical work, we've had most of the house now replastered. We had the whole of the ground floor replastered and most of the middle floor replastered so far, and that's cost us £7,800. We recently bought all the tiles for the house, so that's tiles to cover downstairs, including the hallways, the utility room and kitchen, and also the downstairs toilet. And then also the tiles for the master bathroom, so that includes the floor tiles and the wall tiles around the shower. And altogether those have cost us £7,800. That doesn't include any installation, just the tiles themselves. In order to do the work on the roof and the chimneys and the guttering, we had to have scaffolding installed. That scaffolding went all the way around the house and also up to the chimneys, and that cost us £7,800. As the project has gone on, we've had a lot of rubbish to get rid of, so we've had to hire some skips. I think we're up to 15 skips now, along with some extra costs for disposing of plasterboard, and the total for that is now up to £7,500. We've bought the first bathroom suite. That's for the master bathroom. That includes the bath, the shower, the toilet, the vanity unit and basins, and all the various parts to go with that stuff, like the taps and pipework. And we've also bought everything for the downstairs toilet, so that's obviously another toilet, as well as another vanity unit and taps, and altogether that's been £7,100. A very boring item on this list is entitled Insurance, Utilities and Fees. So this groups together things like the building's insurance, plus the electricity bills and the cost of oil for heating over the winter. It includes various local government taxes. We had to pay rather a lot of tax when we first arrived because this was classed as 6 properties, so we had to pay 6 lots of property taxes. But luckily, now that we've joined it together, that's not so bad. But all in all, that's £5,100. We've had a carpenter in. His main job was rebuilding the master staircase back to its original configuration. And he's also built us new railings for the back stairs and done a few other small repairs. Altogether, that's been £3,900. We've redone all the waste drainage. So we had somebody come and dig a large trench along the front of the house and install new waste drain pipes. They also relocated the main incoming water pipe to make things a bit more convenient. Altogether that cost £3,400. We bought this aluminium cast iron style guttering. That goes all the way around the house and also includes these down pipes. That cost £3,200. We've spent £1,700 so far on decorating. The huge majority of that has gone on this new ceiling rose for the dining room and cornice for the library. And the rest of it has been spent on Farrow and Ball paint, which Emma has been using throughout the house. There are a few things that needed to be done on the roof. There were a few cracked tiles, a few missing tiles, and we needed to install some new vents as well. That's cost us £1,600. The last item on the list is insulation. We got this very large delivery of insulation rolls for £1,300, and that will be all the insulation we need to do under the floors, which is mostly done, as well as later the attic. If my maths is correct, that should all add up to £979,300. So just shy of £1 million, but I suspect we'll be pushing over that by the time we're finished. I hope you found this interesting, and we'll be back next week with something a bit more hands-on.